Would you like a drink, dear? Nice scotch and coke.
Yeah.
21 is time of the morning. May not. Maybe they're all asleep. Bernard brother. Everyone's just starting to come home from their jobs. What's the time now? About 6?
Nearly 6:30.
6:30 at night. Rose having a bit of a feed. Good morning, if anyone's there. We're just having a quiet drink. I'll show you. Nice scotch and coke. Cheers. Just enjoying the sun about to go down shortly. And I've just finished cooking a nice big roast pork. And the cracker was amazing. I'll show you that little video in a day or two. What have you been up to? Anyone there? Hello?
I knew that someone's there.
No, numbers there. You can see two people hanging around. I'm not very good at these hangouts, as people have worked out. I'm going to call over in the eastern states. She's going to help us set it up on my laptop, because at the moment I can only do them on the iPhone. It's a beautiful night here. It's about 30 degrees. Hello, Cameo. Hello.
Hi.
About 30 degrees. It's been a nice week. We've been spoiled. I mean, this summer's been mild for us. We just had a couple of days over 100, but that's not been much. And the sky is changing colour. Anyone as old as me talking about. And the season is definitely changing. No question about that. What are you up to, Cameo? I think most people would be asleep. You'd think some people at the bottom of YouTube would sleep sometimes. I often catch up with Deb RN. She has a weird sleeping pattern. I think she sleeps during the day and stays up most of the night. Just chilling. We had a blizzard for 25 minutes, so you had a bit of a flurry. Much snow, or was it just wind mainly? Scotch is going down nice. Maybe I should turn it around so they can see me. Oh, I'll just finish me drink first.
Yeah. Turn it around, then I can water.
Snow, hail, and then sunshine. That's a good combination. At least you got a bit of sunshine. We don't get much rain. I mean, we had a massive amount of rain for us. About 3 weeks ago, we got 3 inches of rain in January, which is unheard of. It's absolutely unheard of. I mean, we normally get 1/4 inch is our average. 1/4 inch of rain for the whole month. February, not much better. We haven't had any rain this month in February. But it is Australia. So, and we only get in our peak month around July. I think we get about probably about 10, 11 inches for the whole year. I know I've got friends in the US that get that in a day. Sun's still hanging in the sky. Beautiful weather. Perfect at night times during summer in Australia. I've got a friend in Texas. He says he's been to Australia. G'day, Hammers. And he's from Texas, and he says we haven't had snow all year, so 25 minutes. Yeah, sounds you got away with it then. But he's in Texas, and he says the summers and the nights in Texas where he lives are a bit like Australia, and he knows because he used to live here when he was a kid. But I don't know how extreme the days are. G'day, Stella. I struggle doing these hangouts. Like I say, I've got a friend who's going to help me. I'm pretty sure Cameo knows her. Blinky. We're going to hook up either by phone or Skype, and she's going to run me through how to do hangouts on the laptop, because I'm actually struggling. Might see my wife's bum at the moment. She's sweeping the paving bricks. I'll get a close up.
No.
She's gonna quickly dash. No, she's threatening me with a broom, so I better be quiet. There you go. Get a bit of a glimpse. Might have to pull the hangout down now.
Did my bum look big in that?
I don't know.
Ask them.
I don't know what I've got it on. I don't know how to do all that stuff.
Sure.
Punk, g'day mate. How you doing? Near the end of, just like you guys, near the end of our hot season, we can have, people don't know this, but we can have tornadoes. Not as frequent as yours, of course, but we do get them.
Not as bad as theirs.
Yeah, we lose houses and roofs, but they're isolated. They're serious, the tornadoes we get here. But it's usually the change of season, going out of a hot summer, and if we get a really fast cool down, then we have these monster storms come rolling in. And then near the end of winter, we get the cold fronts come up from the Antarctic. That can be really, really windy. Going to bed. It's only 2:27 a.m. Most people at the bottom of the Cameo are just getting up about now. I'm surprised Deb RN's not in here. That's probably true, Stella. Your observations are remarkable.
Turn it around on yourself now.
Yeah, I'll turn it around.
On the table.
Work out how I do that.
Table.
Just turn it around. I'll just give you a quick look at the sunset. Just starting to go down. We get very spoiled here. During summer, our nights are just superb. And we've got several of these frangipani trees. I'm sure you guys know what they are. And they, during the summer at night time, they just emit that magnificent aroma from the frangipani. It's a pink one, white one over there. So I wasn't on much today. I know there was some controversy, but that's normally the case, I think.
Sorry.
That's right, the wife's going to water my chilies around the side. I'll put the camera on you, dear?
No.
No! She'll slap me. One of the, on a semi-serious note, one of the good things coming out of all this nonsense is that it may be forewarning for many other people that are sticking their hand out online. Not just YouTube, I believe. I don't do the other medias, the Twitters and the Facebooks and things. But it's happening on those channels too, where people are being ostracised. There are a lot of scams. You know, we had one here in Australia where a woman faked cancer and got heaps of donations. And then she came up with some sort of cookery book and all sorts of other nonsense, but she got found out. You know, people end up saying you're a lying bugger. And did she go to jail?
Who?
That one that faked the cancer.
I have no idea.
She paid back a whole heap of money. It was big money too. It wasn't just a few $1,000s. But getting back to what I'm saying, I think I don't, like everyone knows, I don't approve of how this was done to the man in the van, but the effect has a positive result, as far as I'm concerned. Hopefully when people hit rock bottom, they have an opportunity to rise, not to back what they were, but maybe change, because it's all boiled down to behaviour. And my behaviour at the moment is I'm going to have a drink. It's not illegal. I'm always curious how many people are up, because I'll actually go on like, on your punk, I'll go on like about 5 or 6 at night, and say 6 at night, and you're looking, that's like 5 a.m. on the east coast of the US, and I imagine 2 a.m. on the west, and there's 50 people up. They must set their alarms, or there must be a beep that goes off when a hangout goes on. It's funny sometimes, and people have been getting grumpy with each other lately, and like I know Dave's a bit grumpy with Tucker, and something happened in the room. I don't really care, but it's a bit of controversy there. It's always going to happen, conflict of interests, and he said, she said, oh, they got a picture of you again going past. I'll have to cut that out. No. Oh, there she is again. She's too pretty for your eyes, so you can't have her. Yep, Hammer Egerton, I would agree with you entirely. If someone said that they could do that for years, no, well, it wouldn't happen here, and I'll bet you the bottom dollar it wouldn't happen in Canada. Hello, E. She's a very dear friend of ours, the empty nester. Have to try and catch up. You've not been do too many videos lately, but there's a reason for that. Hopefully you're back home and getting some dirty fingers in the garden, eh? That's the best medicine that you could have, I think. But yeah, back to you, Hammers. I think this mess that's occurred will let people know. Yeah, that's true. Social media is not really social. You're welcome, mate. But it may be a good thing in the end, like I say. All side and all the bickering and I hate you this week, love you next week, and today it's okay nonsense will go on forever, even without the man and the man. Maybe warning for some people to see what's happened. I've looked into the legality of license. I don't think anything illegal has been done at all in regards to things like chargebacks. And I know someone messaged me about the man in van getting $700 or something, and that was a false email. G'day, JP. Well, you play with fire and people donate to you, then you find out that it's not true. Well, you know, when you cry wolf long enough, no one listens. That's the truth of the matter. You know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Poor me. Here's my girl. Hello, Laurie. How are you? Just had the wife on camera, but I think she's going to slap me if she goes on again. But I do find that, like I say, I think this could be a good thing, or may deter others. And there are, I don't know, but I've already been told, I get links sent to me about certain channels and similar things are happening all over the place. But it may be a warning for these people that they are going to be vulnerable because they're going to continue to stick their hand out and e-beg, if you like. I have no problem, and we have done many times, help people out that we know are genuine, and I'm sure all of you have as well. I know Hammers did it. Just Hammer Neggers was in his workplace, and a chap who, you know, had nowhere to. Your mum used to say, your old man used to cheat. I scored good. Yeah, it's one of those games, JP, that, you know, you can't play for hours. It gets far too monotonous. Oh, righto, yeah. There's heaps of cars coming now, so what we might do is wander out the back. You think I should show them the code? You know that Dave will get pissed off.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Dave's not here. I'll just show him one of our vehicles there. Not going to tell you what it is. It's a nice blue colour. I do like blue. We do have koalas, but when the wife playing silly buggers. We do have koalas, and they're all over the place, but mainly in the eastern. A Toyota 86. No, it's not a Toyota, and it's not an 86. Just walking through the house, I'll show you something. Yeah.
You ready?
Now that's got to be a perfect member of the bottom of your tube.
Are they watching?
I think so.
And she's quite tall.
We have, yeah, bigger, 5'4", 5 foot high.
No, I'm 5'2".
Well, I'm 6'5", but I'll show you one day all the bits and pieces the wife collects. It's an enormous range, believe me. So we'll just take you through the house. Don't be scared. Oh, I will show you what I'm up to. You'll get a video of this later. Just letting my roast cool down. Now, if you guys are thinking of going to bed and you're hungry, help. Roast pork. Going to cut that up shortly, and we'll have a meal, but I've made extra trays of veggies so we can have them later. You can't beat pork. I mean, if some people can't eat pork because of religious reasons, that's fine. I don't. But there's more for me then. You got to love pork. And at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 a.m., wherever you go, mentions the word bacon, you can't sleep. There's quite a few cars, people knocking off. Yeah, I've got the gravy. Definitely got the gravy. The remnants of the bits and pieces on the bottom, and flour and pepper and salt and all those wonderful things. Could have gravy. I've been to a restaurant once and we had beautiful looking roast pork, tender, delicious. I said to the girl, "Where's the gravy?" She said, "Oh, we don't do gravy." I said, "What?" "No, the chef doesn't do gravy." We didn't go back. I would like to hope that most people realise what's going on down the BOYT. Most of it's nonsense. It's not worth getting upset about. People do. It's very hard to convince them that it's not, but they take it to heart. A lot of people. A lot of the time, it is people playing games. But people get hurt emotionally and upset. They have far more than I have invested in any of this, to be honest. For my MacBook Pro all day, finally found the proper drivers to make it work. Punk, I've always had that problem, you know, when you get a program or something and there's a driver missing. It's just as well my kids are like technical whizzes. Come and go, yeah, that's it, we just download it for them and it works. I've been there for a week searching the Google, how do you fix this bloody thing? I am not that technically. I'm good at lots of things, gardening, cooking. Played a lot of sport in my day. But what to do is still the question. Oh, nothing, Sir Laurie. Yeah, they do. Need some sleep. The answer to most things in life, I know it sounds crazy, is to let things fall in place. In other words, do nothing. Sometimes you can run around, as we call it in Australia, like a blue ass fly, which is a blowy, and achieve nothing. Except getting pissed off, angry, angst, nervous, upset. And later on when you see it unfold, it really isn't that important. You do. REM, important. I actually sleep heavily from about 1 in the morning to about 4, I think. And I only get about 6 hours sleep as you get older. Laurie will tell you, unless she's gone to bed already, that you tend to not need that much sleep. But what sleep you do need, you want a good one. You can have a cigarette now. In a year's time, you won't be able to smoke anywhere. There are signs everywhere. Don't smoke. Don't think of smoking. Me in bed, it's still night time. Actually, I don't know who. I think Deb RN started up a room. I think you're a full-time vampire. Part-time BOYT.
I saw the baby had a girl. She's called
Oh, did she?
Avery.
What's it called?
Avery.
Avery. How big was it?
I didn't ask all that. She looks a good size.
Yeah, one of our neighbours, a young couple, they just had a baby. So she's home already. Yeah, she's still in hospital.
Lucky if you stay in a day or 2 days. They did
Wow, kicked them out after about a day. I'd rather sleep days. Vegas is a 24-hour town. Everything you need is open at 3 a.m. It's like that in some places in Australia. There are shops that open 20.
WA.
Not where we live. Most people close their shops before they open them here. Well, we think so. But over east, they have 24/7 supermarkets, and our state is huge. It's really big. If you looked at a map of Australia and the US, it's about the same size. We're a third the size of our whole country. 7-Eleven, yeah. Over east, there's heaps of 7-Elevens. I don't see too many in WA, Johnny. I think you're in WA, aren't you? I'm a day walk of Vampire. Yeah, so, I mean, one of our lessons is 8 o'clock is a big time, isn't it?
Coles is 9.
9 on Sunday. You're in Sydney. Oh, that's right. I spoke to you before, JP, about
Sydney's
where you
24.
Out at Richmond, where we used to live, the Coles stays open 24/7, didn't it? Off memory?
Or till 12.
Till midnight. But yeah, those people that have never been to Australia, I encourage you to come down. You're likely not to get shot. Maybe a smack in the mouth, but not shot. Well, could do, I suppose. There are bad guys running around with guns. The bad guys in this country are funny. They actually end up killing other bad guys most of the time. And I'm not going to touch on the subject. It's too hot. Or the subject. Stay up all night to 2 p.m. Yeah, we've got a huge casino here, not far from where we live, probably
That's crap.
15, 20 minutes. They'll eat you for free and all that sort of stuff. But it's a crap casino. We ever go in the pokies and they're all the bloody same. You look down rows and rows of them, and there's the old ladies. And I'm not having to go old ladies. They sit on chickens, their finger going. I bet you've seen it, haven't you? You've been to a casino, and all the old ladies, they're chick, 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 chick. Do you have guns? I won't answer that. Slot jockey is the best way to describe it. It's funny though, and I'll actually go right down and look down the line, and they're all, it's like, 50 little fingers going up and down. The funniest story I remember is being told in Riverston, and Johnny would know where that is. There's an RSL club, and he's running into a particular machine.
They're talking thousands.
Thousands of dollars into a machine, bet $10 a time or whatever. And he ended up all of it. He's getting angry with everyone, and he went downtown and bought a pie, which is a pot pie for Americans, with sauce. And he come back and he slammed it into the slot where the money went. I'm not kidding you. That's a true story. Yeah, on the train line to Richmond. Richmond's got an RSL. Actually, there's heaps of RSLs over east. They're everywhere. You can't go to a country town without seeing an RSL club. And always good food. Well, May year. And our state's really weird. We've got casinos, like I said, and all that. But because we're only going around the coast for a few days, 6 days or whatever it was, we weren't outside Australian waters, so they closed the casino on the boat.
WA waters. WA only has a casino. We don't have pokies anywhere.
No, yeah, we don't have any pokies here, only in the casino. Like these RSL clubs over east, 150 pokies each club.
Bowling clubs.
Bowling clubs, yeah.
But here,
Lawn bowling clubs.
yeah, there's no pokies.
No. But you to become a member of a lot of the RSL clubs costs you $1, and they'll give you a free beer and a meal with it.
Over east, but here it's
Yeah.
300.
If you own a club, it's about 300 or 400 for the year. Everything's expensive in my state, JP, if you're still listening. Very expensive. My car regio is something like, just for the registration,
That's cheaper here.
800 and something for the year. What does it cost you for people over there, JP, for the 12 months? Just curious. Smoking and drinking online. That'll come to an end too. There'll be a strike saying you can't do that. Can't drink or smoke or breathe. That's dear. Let me get an exact figure. I think mine was 828 for 12 months. That's just rego. Insurance is separate. They have different prices in each state in our country. I'm sure it's the same in the US as well. But I know it's been cold. I have friends in the US and in Canada. I think Canada's been as bad as it can be. I've got a mate that lives and he can get to minus 60 on occasions. I don't think that's happened this year. I got to go back to work. Talk to you later. All right, Laurie. Have a good one, mate. Cheers. Stop smoking. Don't die on us. I'm saving your life. Thanks, Bob. Who the fuck's Bob the Builder? Is it that fucking peanut farmer from Alaska? I think that's who it is. Peanut farmer. Because I've only ever seen him surrounded by fucking peanuts. Cheers to you, mate. Nice scotch too. Or prick. That's right. And you want to be called Dave. All right, Bob. We can do that. Tell Mike that I apologise. You're not live. No, tell me when you're live. I'll just turn this off. I'm getting a bit upset with these fucking Russian subs, though. Seriously. Vladimir, Dmitriev, they're all fucking off, leaving me. I'm not sure why. Maybe they've realised I'm not a Cossack. That's probably what it is. They're leaving in droves. I think they're all going to your place, Dave. I sent them there. But if they don't stay, there's a reason. 6 accounts. Oh, you've just given away something there, haven't you? You have 6 accounts. Oops, he says. Oops. I meant 1, he says. Oops. It's so cold in Canada that people have kept their fucking headers, no matter what the temperature that is. Mate, I won't tell you where for the privacy of me mate in Canada, but he lives at 40 degrees north. You can tell that's in the middle of fucking nowhere. You have 50 accounts. It's your new account. Before you know it, you'll be able to put on Super Chat, earn some money, pay for the scarecrows and the cornfields. I think it's Dave on it with one of his accounts. 305 for my son's Honda Civic. My car was 5 months old, couldn't see the paper or whatever. So is that 305 for the year because it's a small 4-cylinder? JP, is that what you're saying? You got to remember, I got to remember, it's not a phone call. You ask the person a question, you got to wait. But I'll get Blinky to sort me out so we can get a few. That's cheap. That's real cheap. I did show one of my cars earlier, Dave, but you've missed it. I'm not telling you what it is. Someone said it was an 84 Datsun or something, but it's not. Bob the Builder.
You got to show.
No, you can't get jealous.
You got to show.
Nah, nice shiny blue. You can watch the replay, unless I edit that out. Like I said, when I first started this hangout, the weather's absolutely...
Do they seriously think a 6'5" guy could fit in that car?
Yeah, just take the seat out. Hi, Bob, Dave, Mike. Yeah, you covered your bases there. Next week, it'll be Tom next week. You watch. Mark my words. Mike, Dave, Bob, emulsify into Tom. Hello, Becca. Good morning. Imagine you've been out to the fields with the ice, gathering fresh eggs. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't worry about me. I'm just drinking and dribbling on. We can all be whomever we choose to be, that's true. But you're very short. I mean, you're, what, 6'2"? Not really threatening as a Dracula, is it? I think Bela Lugosi was about 6'5". I did hear, and because I didn't get much info out of your room, Dave, it was like... I went in there, no one was talking. I gathered some shit had gone down, and then later on I found out someone had been given a donation that was just a fake email. But like I said earlier, you play with fire and people will play. It's like I said, it's all a mix, but a good thing in the long run because it will deter, hopefully. Yep. I don't think it was all, but I think in the end, people will realise that they can be burnt, and that may be the best deterrent coming out of all this. When people go, "Ooh, maybe I shouldn't." I don't think you'll see lots of super chats go up. I think that might have been nice to know what the statistic was now compared to what it was before. Might be interesting, because I know someone sent me a message that many people had been burnt similar with chargeback. There was always this denial, no, you can't charge back. Yes, you can. Got a credit card, you can take every cent back. The banks love the people that own the credit cards because they're the ones that make them money. I'm a steamboat pilot. I drive freeways. Punk, whatever you're smoking, put it down. Yeah, I reckon my time frame's pretty close for the boil down, the meltdown. Friday's looking... Bless you. Friday's looking pretty good. Well, don't you go and start your room. I've made a nice big roast pork.
Take him and show him before you close down.
Should I show him the roast pork?
And the car.
Well, you reckon I should show him the car?
Yes.
Not sure. All right, Dave. Wife wants me to show you. I'll show you the pork first.
Not me.
Can you... no, it's on me. Can you grab that when you come in?
Yep.
Cheers. Right, we're just going through the cellar. This is this is our beer fridge. I'm sure everyone's got a similar one. Beer, wine. Very necessary during our... We have a nice beer fridge stocked up. All right, here we go. Go in the kitchen to show you the pork. Everyone else that's here's seen it, I think. $12.86. Nah, it's not. There you go, Dave. Roast pork. Drill. Just about to cut that bugger up and put it in some containers. It's more than we can eat tonight, so I've made extra veg for later. Right, I'll show you this car and then you can go and open your room. 86 Toyota. Cheeky bugger.
And you got it forward or backward?
Backwards. It's
My bum was bigger than this.
I don't know, shall I put the camera on? Okay. Apparently not. Yeah, Dave? 80s, you reckon? So 2014. Okay. Right, I'm going to finish my drink. I think it's time for Mike, Dave and Bob to get their shit together and open a room. Yeah, but I mean, it's the ashtray's full in that one, so if anyone can donate 9,000, I'll get a new one. So go over to Dave's room, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, or actually unsubscribe, report, and thumbs down. That's what he wants me to say every time. All right, yeah, I don't know why my phone doesn't do a very good hangout. People say it stops and all that. Can't charge it back when it's been paid for. Anyway, over to Dave's room. Ladies, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and cut up my roast pork and I'll go in his room and have a bit of a look shortly. So I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.